YouTube, what is up, man? It's Monday. You know how those Mondays are, be dragging. Raining out, but it is what it is. Kind of tired though. Just got done with my physical, DOT physical. Had to renew my shit. Hold on real quick, gotta get some H2O. Wow. So, today we are going to be talking about JB Hunt. So, JB Hunt. Let's talk about the hiring process. So obviously you're going to fill out the application. Recruiter's going to give you a call, or you're going to give the recruiter a call, whichever one comes first. They're going to basically talk to you about different accounts that they have open. Me personally, I want the El Super account. Yeah, I went with the El Super account. So when you get the account that you want, next step will be background, drug tests, verifying jobs, previous jobs, and all that good stuff. So, orientation. All orientation, you don't have to go to Missouri or fucking Tennessee or New York or anything like that. All orientation videos are going to be done online, and it's depending on you how fast you want to get them done. Me, I got them done within a day. You know, I don't have to sit at no desk or anything like that, or watching on a computer screen, fucking nodding out or anything. That's one thing I like about them. My own time, my own phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer, you want to do them on, you can. But it doesn't matter as long as you have internet access at some point. What's up? My bad, got distracted. So yes, like I said, they're gonna do the background, verify your previous employment, and all that good stuff. Then after that, after the orientation, after you're done off the videos and all your shit, your background, your driving record, and everything clears with them, and you get the okay to go, you go where you need to go. They'll set you up where you need to go to, whatnot. What's that called again? Yeah, they'll set you up, you go to wherever. Me, I went to the El Super account, so therefore going to El Super account, they're operating out of Ontario, California. So yeah, that's that. That's the hiring process. So when you get to where you need to be at, no matter if you're Intermodal, Bob's Furniture, or wherever, El Super, you're gonna go to wherever you need to go. Like I said, I went to Ontario, California, to the El Super DC, because that's where JB Hunt has their little office in the El Super warehouse. So yeah, so you go there, you report. You're gonna do 2 weeks of training. 2 weeks. And depending what you are, like let's say for example, they have it's a regional position, but they call it semi-local. So let's just call it semi-local. Only reason why they call it semi-local, because you're not out for the whole week, then do your 34 at home. No. You're usually back by the next day. Me, personally, I work nights. So therefore, I'm back by either 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, or I'm back sometime by the next day of, let's say, 7, 8 o'clock at night the next day. It just all depends. And usually when I'm back the next day, like later on, evening-wise the next day, that's because they sent me somewhere where I have to shut down, do my 10-hour reset and all that, right? But other than that, you're back at least 7 o'clock in the morning, latest. If they send you somewhere where you don't have to do a 10-hour reset. But keep in mind, I work nights, so there's different shifts. There's morning shifts, there's night shifts. So depending when you want to work, they'll give you an option. I have. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. So yeah. So after that, you're gonna go 2 weeks training. If you are local, still 2 weeks training, but obviously you're just gonna do local stuff, which they have. You would go with Mike. Most likely go with Mike. If you're daytime driving, you're most likely go with Mike. I don't know. I know they got a few local trainers there. I know there's like 2, but Mike's the main guy. Or, no, let me take that back. You probably won't go with Mike just yet. Your first 2 weeks, you'll probably be with one of the other trainers. Then after that, after 2 weeks of training, Mike would be the one to sign you out. He's the head trainer. That you have your trainer that trains you, whatnot, boom, boom, boom. Then after that, you have to go. They'll sign you off, and then you'll get switched to Mike, which, hold up, I'm messing up my words. All right, let me restart this again. You have 2 weeks of training. If you're a local driver, you will go on with a local trainer. Then from there, going with a local trainer, you'll be with them for 2 weeks. Then after that, when they feel that you're ready, they'll sign you off, and then from signing you off, they'll sign you off to the head trainer. And the head trainer, after he signs you off, which is Mike, after he signs you off, which is Mike, he's signing you off with upper management. Basically the ones that are always in the office. So, saying all that, then you go on, and once you get signed off, you go on your own truck. Vice versa. If you are a semi-local driver, that's what they call it, then you would obviously be with a semi-local trainer. So, which I don't know how many semi-local trainers they have, or I don't even know how many local trainers they have, to be honest, truthfully. But if you do go semi-local with El Super, I would suggest you get Markel as your trainer. Just for the simple fact, he's cool, he's laid back, he ain't with the drama, you know, any questions you have, he'll fucking answer them, you know. So, that's who I got trained by. And honest, truthfully, it wasn't really a train, because I had previous experience of driving. It was more of him just showing me around, showing me different stores, getting me used to it, the different stores and everything else that we went to. Then after that, 2 weeks came up. I was with Mike, basically for like a couple days or whatever. It was supposed to be 3 days, but if you know what you're doing, then why do you need to stay with me? Go make your own money, you know? So that's the situation it was. And with Mike, all right, so Mike is more developed in, do you know how to back up? Anybody could drive, but do you know how to back up? So if you do not know how to back up, you will stay in training longer. So just to keep that in mind. And he will test you on that. But then after that, like I said, you make your own money. You go and make your own money once you're done with all the hiring process, all the training. So from there, after doing all that, you're gonna go off. If you're local wise, you're gonna be they're gonna send you. If you're local wise, they're gonna send you to stores in the Inland Empire next to the DC, Ontario, Pomona, etc., etc., etc. Then Orange County wise, you're going to be going to Santa Ana, you're going to be going to Orange, you're going to be going to fucking all through Orange County wise, California. If local wise too that I've been to, because we help out, even though I'm semi-local, we help out local too. Whenever the longer drives are, whenever the local side needs help, or longer drives are kind of dry, they don't have no orders in, like going to like Arizona or anything like that. So yeah, you'd be going to LA. San Diego wise, you'd be going like the ocean side. For me, being a semi-local driver, farthest I've went was El Paso. Which El Paso is a cool little drive, man. It takes up your whole week. I love doing the El Paso runs. Yeah, so El Paso is the longest that you'll go. They do Washington, but they don't do them a lot. You might get a Washington here and there or whatnot. Who knows? So, saying all that, so inside of California, the farthest I would go is Salinas, California. Like Salinas, California. Then, outside of California, we have Nevada. All we would go to is Las Vegas. All we would go to is Las Vegas for Nevada. Then we'll go to Phoenix. We'll go for Arizona. There's Phoenix, there's Tucson, and there's El Mesa that we usually go to. What else? We got places I'll go. So, like I said, usually back the next day, unless you are doing a longer run, which would be El Paso. Maybe like a 4-day drive, 2 days there, 2 days back. Just for the simple fact, you have to do the 10-hour reset. Me, the type of driver I am, if I was able to run there and back, I would be able to make it within 2 days. But you have to do the 10-hour reset, so that kind of throws back time, obviously. Let's get down to equipment-wise. Equipment-wise, you have newer trucks, and from what I recall recently, they're getting newer fucking trucks, newer Internationals on their account, and taking away all the old Freightliners and stuff like that. They're getting new Freightliners and Internationals and stuff. So still newer, upgraded. Even if they do dump you inside an old truck, an old truck that they've been having, still new equipment, So yeah, they have APUs in them, they have converters, all that good stuff in them. They do not give you a microwave, a refrigerator in it, so you would have to go get your own refrigerator. Me, personally, what I did is I got a big ass ice chest, 40-pounder, so it holds 40 pounds of ice in it. Kept it in there right between the driver's seat and the passenger seat. It's big enough space, and that ice, it lasts you a cool minute, I didn't feel like going and getting a refrigerator, putting it in there, strapping it down. No, I like more room inside the back. So to eliminate all that stress of having less room, I decided just to go and, like I said, just go get a big ass ice chest, put it right there between the seats, the two front seats. And then after that, if I need to go to the back, I just hop over that bitch, I can use it as a table if I need it, as I'm sitting waiting to get unloaded. Yes, there are live loads. That's another thing. It's live loads. That's not drop and hook. Live loads. So that's that on that one. For anybody that there's no touch freight. You could get out and help when you're at the stores if you want, just to get it done quicker. Me personally, being a night driver, especially if I'm going somewhere like Vegas, some shit, I want to take a little nap. I might be tired, so I'm gonna take a little nap, let them do what they do. Average time wait for the live loads, they're never that long. They're maybe about like an hour, if that. There's been times where it took a little bit longer, maybe like 2 hours and stuff. I think after your 2 hour, you get detention pay. What else? What else? So yeah, so from there, yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna take that back because there's been a couple times where I waited for like 3.5 hours, like legitly 3.5 hours, and that was on local run. That was on a local run, but that was due to the worker at the store. So yeah, it wasn't a big situation, but when I found out, like, what the hell, you know, that's why sometimes you gotta pay attention to when's the last time they were in that trailer unloading something. But other than that, average timing, maybe an hour 15 minutes the most, average timing. Like I said, if you want to get out and help it, then all means get out and help. And then after you go into a good enough stores, plenty of different times, you start recognizing people, they start recognizing you. One store I did like going to is over in Las Vegas. Book, I forgot what store it was. I think it's Lamb Street. I think it's Lamb Street. Don't correct me, because there's Lamb Street and there is Lake Mead. I think it's Lamb Street. I think maybe not. But I like going there. The guy that usually unloads me or whatnot, we made a little connection together. We bullshit when I first get there. We might talk for a little bit. I go in, give my paperwork, whatever. We might talk for a few minutes. He'll be outside smoking a cigarette. Sometimes here and there, I've helped like a couple times, but other than that, I get tired. Like I'll get there around like 2 o'clock in the morning, be out by 3:30, the latest, and stuff. So just depending on the timing that I have, that I take off, to go to Las Vegas. So yeah, so that's that. Places you would go if you're semi-local with El Super. Let's talk about staff-wise. Staff-wise, excellent. Ever since the first day of walking in there, they knew my name. It's like they knew everything about me. Like we've been knowing each other for years, Speaking of that, shout out to Taylor, shout out to Jamie. Even though I know, Jamie, you got your own account now. Congratulations. You're running your own shit. Yeah, Taylor, all them inside there, like, honest, truthfully, I appreciated all of them, like, me, I'm the type of driver that does not turn down loads at all. Like, I'll just take it, fuck it. Sometimes I bitch and complain, but I bitch and complain inside here. Just because it might be a timing, I'm just tired that day, I don't want to go to work, you know how it is. But as soon as you get on the truck, it's all good. That whole complaining just went out, So yeah, so on staff wise, I appreciate them all, like they all look after me, whatnot. If I needed a day off, they got it, When it comes to a holiday, you would have to like do that in advance. Don't do that last minute, because they need all hands on deck when it comes to holidays, so don't do it last minute, because they might deny it, They might be like, we can't, or people within priorly already called off, so they have too many drivers that called off for that day, where if you do it last minute, they're not going to accept it. But other than that, for the most part, whenever you need a day off, all you got to do is at least come a day ahead. Come a day ahead and let them know. Or let's say, for example, you have a doctor's appointment, and let's say, what's today? Today's Monday, right? Let's say you got a doctor's appointment Wednesday. Go in Tuesday. Go in Tuesday. Tuesday before they get the loads and everything that they're gonna need for Wednesday. Go in Tuesday or call them, whatever it is, Go in, let them know, like, hey, I got some prior engagements to handle Wednesday morning. So if you can, either keep me off the schedule for Tuesday night, or I'll help. Or if you guys have any locals I can help with or whatnot, that'd be great. And they would work with you. They would do what they can. If they can't help you, usually they'll just keep you off the schedule. But we all know that we're trying to make that money, so they'll try their best to at least give you at least a couple locals. With local wise, you're usually home depending on start time. If you're working nights, depending on start time, you're usually home by 4 o'clock in the morning. So it gives you time to go to bed, to get up and then go do what you need to go do. So that's that. So like I said, they'll help you. They're willing to keep you. You know what I mean? Just don't be that lazy driver. Don't give them an excuse where, like, well, you want this, but you're not doing none of this. It's simple. Just come in, do the job, go home. Come in, do the job, go home. That's all it is. But yeah, whenever I needed something get done, then they're on it. They're like, all right, we got you. Besides times I need to take off or whatnot, whenever there's an issue, like let's say there's an issue with one of the stores, or an issue like, I don't know, a breakdown issue. I don't know, let's say for example, something goes wrong. You locked yourself out of your truck. Yes, I have done that 4 times. And it's always because I'm used to locking my door every time I get out of my truck. It's just an over road thing. Even when I was over the road, I would lock my door, every time I get out of the truck. So, yeah, 4 times within 2 months. Back to back. So, yeah, sometimes I would always have an extra key. I would have an extra key in my wallet. I had an extra key. I had the main key on my keychain. Then I had like an extra key just laying around, you know what I mean? I had an extra key in my car. And I'll always just keep it in my car. Then, but there's times where I would get out. Hold on, I'm looking for this place. So there's times I would get out of my truck and leave everything in. Majority of the time I grab my keys, because sometimes, I usually have my keys in my pocket, so having my keys in my pocket, sometimes they would like bother me as I'm driving, because I'll have them in my back pocket. So I'll take them out, toss them, whatnot, still thinking that they're in my pocket, get out my truck to go put my paperwork in, or go let them know, the store, that I'm here or whatnot, to let them know that I'm here or whatnot, and then boom, lock my truck, and then realize like, oh shit, I don't have my keys. Oh shit, I don't have my wallet with the spare key in it. God damn it. So basically every time that you call them up on a situation, they always got it done, You might have to wait a cool minute, especially if you're working at night. Not a lot of places that are open that, so they might have to get you find somewhere that's a little bit farther from you. So you might have to wait a little bit for anybody to come out to help you. Me personally, every time that I lock my keys in my truck, I figured a way to unlock my door. No matter if it's, I just called the tow service and had them do it, because I didn't want to wait 2 hours, hour and a half, or whatnot. Boom, boom, boom. And then, or another driver that was at the store needed to get unloaded, he came and helped me out. So yeah, basically they'll get on it. Some companies I've heard of where you're trying to call dispatch and all that stuff, and it's like no one's picking up, so you're just sitting there just stuck. So when it comes to that, they're always on it. And another thing, you're not dealing with them off an app and texting them through an app. You're not fucking calling the main fucking terminal, or not the main terminal, the main office. Like they have a phone number where you legitly text them off of, call them off of, whatnot. It's like a work phone number that they have for the drivers. So saying all that, that's another good thing, you know. No putting you on hold for like 2 hours and hearing all this dumbass music that's just gonna put you more to sleep as you're waiting. So yeah, like I said, they got you. Whenever you need something, they're always pleasant, you know, whatnot. When you do, I come in, I go in, I bullshit with them sometimes, you know. But yeah, all the staff inside the El Super account, I appreciate you all, you know. And if I do decide to go back to JB Hunt, I'm going straight to El Super. Number one, I know what to expect. Number two, I know the stores. Number three, I know what my pay will look like, you know. So, and when it comes to pay, all right, so when it comes to pay, I know this is what you guys all want to hear. How does it pay? To be honest, they could pay us better, honest, truthfully. But I know that's not with JB Hunt. JB Hunt's not paying us. They don't set the pay rate or whatnot. It's El Super that sets the pay rate for the drivers, you know. But I think they could pay us more, you know. Like, that's for at least the regional drivers. At least the regional drivers, semi-local drivers, I think they should pay us more, you know. Honest, truthfully, that's just me. Yes, it's still decent pay, but I'm over at a local job getting paid, only doing like 4 to 5 hours a day, getting paid more than have to shut down somewhere, have to do this, have to do that, you know. I get paid more doing local, you know. So I think the pay could be better. Honest, truthfully, the pay could be better, but it is what it is, you know. It's not shitty pay. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not shitty pay. And especially half the time you're gonna be on the truck, especially if you're a driver like me that wants more work, that doesn't mind being on the truck, that doesn't mind driving, that doesn't mind just working in general, you know. So therefore you won't be spending as much. So I've always had what's that called again? I always had a little bit left over from the check before. So say we get paid every Friday, whatever I spend on whatever, I would always have at least a few $100s more for the next check. Make sense? All right. So yeah, so we got that. Got the pay, got the things. So yeah, my likes and dislikes. Honest, truthfully, I don't really dislike not much of it. You know, I can't really claim any dislikes to it. But I would say, like I said, the pay could be better. You know, the pay could be a little bit more better. Which I know the pay actually went up a little bit since I left. I don't know how much, but I know it went up a little bit. So I don't know how it looks now. What else? Pay. And some of these stores. One thing I don't like about the stores, and it has nothing to do with JB Hunt, it's just these El Super stores. They don't like to answer their phones. So, let's say me being a night driver, there's not that many people inside the store. You know, it's probably like one person or two people inside the store. So, I have to call them. During the daytime, the times I went during the daytime, oh, you have no problem someone answering the phone during the daytime. So any of you daytime drivers that will get somewhere before closing, that will get to one of the stores before closing time, you're good on that one. But nighttime, they don't like answering their phones. The stores don't like answering their phones for whatever reason. And half of the fucking stores, their back doorbell is broken. Doesn't work. So what you have to do is get out and walk all the way around to the front of the store. And hopefully you see somebody or someone sees you. So that's a big thing for me. I think that's one of the cons of working with the El Super account. Not a con against JB Hunt, just the El Super account. So sometimes, depending how the store is set up, you have to like walk all the way around. Feels like 5 minutes, but technically it's only about like a minute walk. But then you have to sit there and wait for someone to actually see you if they're not answering the phones. That's another thing that I don't like. I don't like that. Because I've waited in front of a store for like fucking 10, 15, 20 minutes for someone to see me. But the way around that is if you're trying to call, if you're trying to call and nobody answers the store phone, you go around, you're sitting out inside the front waiting to see someone pass by or waiting for someone to notice you or whatnot, you could always call dispatch. Once when you give JB Hunt a call, it's like, it's a wrap after that. When you give JB Hunt a call, they call the district manager. And then the district manager, whoever's working that night, calls who's ever inside the store. And be like, hey, what's going on? You know? Like, you got a load in the back to unload. Go back there already, you know? Why aren't you answering the phones? Usually after that, after you call JB Hunt, usually after like 10 minutes, they come out and start unloading you. There's only been one incident in Las Vegas that I had where I guess the guy that was supposed to unload never showed up. It was a no-show, no-call, whatnot. No one knew about it. However, that happened. And then after that, that's when I called district manager. I called JB Hunt. JB Hunt called the district manager. District manager basically had to come in and unload me, you know, which I got out and I helped him, you know. But I was on the verge of leaving. I even told JB Hunt, like, I'm going to wait. I already been here for an hour waiting. So I'm going to wait like 30 more minutes. By this timing, by like, let's say for example, 3:05, if nobody's here to unload me or whatnot, I'm leaving. You know, we attempt to try to give the load to them. They took their time. Okay, I even gave it time, so I'm gone. I was trying to get out of that. I was just trying to go back home, to be honest, truthfully. And then once I got like 3:04, boom, I seen the guy pulling up and he got out of his car and he waved me down. And I was like, damn it. Because I went around to the front to go park my truck in the front so I could see. I keep update, you know, because when you don't know what's going on and you're sitting there in the back waiting for someone to come unload you, you don't know what's going on. They could probably already have someone inside there getting prepared to come unload you, you know. So that's why I went to the front. So yeah, that's where them taking care of you comes into play too. Pros, I don't know. Pros is basically everything when it comes to the El Super account, you know. And like I said, my cons are just more of the El Super stores. It's nothing about JB Hunt or anything like that. So, honest, truthfully, would I go back to the El Super account? Well, as you can see, hell yeah, I'll go back, you know? Besides the pay that we should be getting, yeah, I'll go back, you know? I know what to expect. I know they treat their drivers, you know, good or whatnot. And then I think like once a month, twice a month at the DC, they always have free food out, you know? You have a taco guy that comes through or whatnot. So other than that, I think that's about it. But if you guys have any other questions, just comment down below and I'll answer them as best as I can. Benefits. They have benefits for 401k, blah, blah, blah. I don't really know much about it. I didn't sign up for the benefits. I usually don't sign up for benefits when I go to a job just because I'd rather have my full paycheck, you know, besides what's automatically taken out by the government. Other than that, I don't want no one taking no money out of my check for no reason, you know. So benefits, I can't really speak on fully because I didn't have it. But I know they have 401k, life insurance, dental, and all that other bullshit. How much? I can't tell you because I didn't enroll in it, you know? Whew, sorry about that. I'm tired. So other than that, when it comes to the job, to JB Hunt El Super account, overall, I fucks with it, you know? Like, I'll give it thumbs up, 10 stars, 20 stars, 30 stars. If they could just get that pay a little bit more up, then shit, we good. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna end this video because I'm at the spot I need to be at right now. So saying all that, you already know what it is. Love, peace, chicken, grease, roast beef, bitches.